Well, welcome to the Speed Gaming Tourney, not Speed Gaming Tourney, but the Sandbox any percent relay tourney, where the first match we're starting off with Super Mario 64, and we are seeing Youngest Gravy practicing HMC and that drunken dwarf practicing in TTC, both quite hard stages. But I'm Devious DD and I will be commenting.
Mario. Hello. Mario.
And it looks like we're off, starting strong.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Both players are on English, which is the fastest version for 70 star. Both runners are getting Lucky skip, and that's good because if they didn't get it, they'd be losing like 5 to 10 seconds, depending on how well their mashing is. Both players getting bomb clip and getting the fast clip as well. Both of them are bonking on the rail, which isn't too big of a time save, but it definitely is a little annoying. Gravy with a 13.2 slide, and Dwarf with a 12.8. Gravy getting Owless. Now let's see if Dwarf can get it. And Dwarf missing the first try Owless, which is definitely not ideal. Which makes Owless completely not worth it, even missing it once. And he also just missed it again. And getting it the final try. Ooh, Youngest Gravy going for Salt OG and does perform it and get the star. Dwarf going for the basic setup and still missing. And as you can see, Gravy, I think, is going for the half cycle, which is where you grab some lines of coins before you end up going to get the rest of them at the beginning. But it does look like he got a successful half cycle. And Dwarf still going for Cannonless. Let's see if he can get it this time. And missing it again. Youngest Gravy getting a 44-minute 56 100 coin star grab and around a 501 grab for the Reds. And Dwarf is still struggling on Class. Dwarf finally getting Class. Unideal time loss from him, and that definitely was not intentional. Gravy getting the wild blue star, and I think we're going to see Dwarf going for Reds. Or not Reds, hundreds. As Dwarf is just getting to the second part, I have 100 coins. Youngest Gravy is fighting Womp and getting one of the last stars he needs for this stage to move on. Dwarf taking a bonk. Gravy going up for that tower star. Let's see if he can get the fast strat, and he does. Netting him a sub 7 womps, a sub 650 even. And Dwarf just getting the 100 coin star. Gravy with a 12.5 slide. Very impressive. Gravy messing up the fast star grab, skipping the text box, but Dwarf is pretty far behind from all those class mistakes, so he definitely has some time to make up. And Dwarf getting a 12.9 slide, very impressive as well. Anything under 13 is impressive in my book. And Gravy already got the first 2 red coins and is now going to be not finishing Dark World, going through Dark World. Hopefully we can see a pretty good time coming from him. Oh, and Gravy taking a death on Dark World. That is not ideal, especially when you have such a lead. And Gravy back at it again, zooming in Dark World while Dwarf is just entering Dark World. Definitely made up some time, Dwarf did, from that death that Gravy took. Let's see if he can bring it back, and hopefully we don't see another death here. Dwarf getting probably the wonkiest block I think I have ever seen, and is now traversing up the path of the amps while Gravy is grabbing the star. Dwarf now grabbing the star, and Gravy leaving Bowser's with an 11-10 exit, which is pretty good, especially considering he took a death in Dark World. Gravy getting the island star in Bob on Battlefield before heading over to CCM. Gravy going for wall kicks first. Dwarf also going for wall kicks. Dwarf now finishing up the slide. And we are going to be seeing Gravy going for 100 coins plus Penguin Race now. Diving headfirst into the snow, taking a little time loss, but that's better than taking some damage. Both players on the 100 coins Penguin Race. Looks like Gravy having just having one extra coin actually, and Dwarf having the exact amount of coins he does. Both players entering BBH, well, Gravy already going up to the Big Boo fight. Gravy leaving BBH, Drunken Dwarf going back in to get the book star, and Gravy going down to the basement. Gravy with the clean Mips catch. Good thing we didn't see any mishaps with Mips. Dwarf also getting clean Mip. Dwarf dying on Pillarless and Gravy missing the big bomb as well. And it looks like he's just gonna go for the Klepto backup, and he does get it. Dwarf getting revenge on his Pless, and now getting Pless. Gravy going for the shell. I think he's got enough time to still be ahead after this. But we will see. It looks like he's getting a good pill. And he died taking the shell. Gravy finally getting Plus. And he will be leaving SSL at a 2020, 2018. Dwarf going for Reds first. Same with Gravy. It does look like Dwarf took the lead, though. Gravy is behind by a couple of seconds. Dwarf getting a clean lava boost. Gravy going over to the other set of bullies, I think. That's what we are seeing. And Dwarf getting the elevator star in the volcano. Dwarf now going for bullies. Maybe we can see epic bullies out from him, and he did take a burn, which is not very epic, and almost not killing the bully. Gravy getting a clean lava boost. Hopefully we can see. Oh, and grabbing the second pole on accident. Both players only have one more star. Dwarf going over for the 3 bullies, and Gravy going hot footing into the volcano, but not hot footing into the volcano entirely. He's gonna get the elevator. Now we get on to DDD, basically the side scroller of Mario 64, at least in 70 star. So I'll take this time to ask chat how they're doing. How are you doing, chat? Clean chest coming out from Dwarf, and it looks like we're seeing a clean chest also from Gravy. Now we see Dwarf time A buttons for around 40 seconds just to get to that sub-star. And hopefully Dwarf gets the epic hitboxes for the rings. And he doesn't. Well, he's got... Oh, no. Well, he has to go through all the rings again. No, he's just gonna die. And Gravy now taking a net lead unless he screws it up as well. And Gravy getting it first time. I think Gravy was trying to get lava boost movement, but it didn't go too well, and he screwed it up. And by bunk. Dwarf going through lava boost cycle. Gravy taking a bonk. Dwarf missing the fast cycle, and Gravy just grabbing his stuff. Dwarf grabbing a star while Gravy is going into his throws, and he does hit. Hopefully Dwarf does hit his throw, because missing a throw in Fire Seed is probably the most painful out of all the Bowsers. And it does look like he is going to be saving time, if you could see by his green split there. Now we get to see WDW 100 and Secrets. One of the most satisfying piece of movements to be seen done right. And Gravy taking a bonk. Gravy spawning the secret star, got a little bit more to go to get the 100 star, but definitely was a very, very clean WDW 100 for secrets so far. Dwarf now spawning the secret star, and Gravy needed to grab box because he did not have enough coins. But getting a sub 31 100 coins plus secrets next. And Dwarf spawning the star now, leaving around, I want to say he's going to leave around 20, 21, 25 seconds later. And that's looking about right. Gravy doing the elevator star, and it does look like he did screw up the movement there, but he did get the wall kick. Dwarf also going for wall kicks and getting them subsequently faster than Gravy. Gravy with one more star left to go, and Dwarf with 2, getting shocking arrows left first for top of the turn. Gravy getting a clean WDW overall. Well, and it seems like Dwarf is going to be having a clean wet dry world as well. Yeah, both players having good wet dry worlds, and now we are going on to THI. And hopefully we can see clean secrets. Pretty clean secrets coming out from Gravy. Dwarf not hitting the hitbox for the second secret. and screwing up the end movement, just like Gravy did. But it seems that he also got a pretty clean secrets other than that hiccup with the second box. And his directional part of his brain was not functioning there for a second. And we are going to see Gravy doing THI mountain clip and bonking into the box and it breaking. Dwarf trying to go for very swaggy movement and definitely didn't work out for him. Should have just played it safe. And Gravy is now finishing up the piranha plants. Gravy going for TTM mountain clip and getting insta clip. And we're going to be seeing log strats hopefully. And pretty clean. Now we see Dwarf getting Toad. I don't think he punched Toad. So he's definitely better off in my book. He's got the luck of Toad on his side. Dwarf also getting insta-clip. All I see is Gravy getting insta-clip twice in a row. And a clean wall kick. And Dwarf getting that having to get that interesting second wall kick. I think that may lose a little bit of time, but I'm not sure. And Gravy getting top of the mountain star. Dwarf getting an insta-clip twice in a row as well. It looks like Gravy is going for reds. Gravy getting very cool red strat, and now we are going to see a Dwarf going for the lone mushroom. Gravy having a little bit of trouble trying to find the angle for the box, but he did get it. Dwarf missing that side flip, not very ideal, but getting a clean backup, and now only has one star left. And Gravy heading into SSL. I mean, not SSL, SL. Both players getting a clean. Snowman's big head, and it looks like youngest Gravy is going for the box, but is bonking. Hopefully he knows the backup strat, and it looks like he does. Dwarf did save a little bit of time on that box star, and he's still 1 star behind, but he is only the fastest star behind. Gravy taking a burn, and Dwarf going over to the bully. And it looks like Dwarf is being A-OK. Hopefully we can see a clean Mips grab coming from both of the runners. Gravy getting a clean triple jump wall kick and getting the button press from the dive. Runners are tied right now, although Gravy did do the longer star first. Oh, and Gravy going for the noob clip strat. Very interesting. And Dwarf is getting the instant button press. Looking pretty clean to me so far. Both runners going clean mode. And we are going to be seeing Gravy grab the emergency exit star, as well as Dwarf, but doing a little bit of a safer strat. Both runners only having 1 star left, which is watch out for rolling rocks. Let's see if Dwarf gets good RNG. And Gravy missing the wall kick. Dwarf getting good RNG and getting the wall kick. both heading up to Tippy. Definitely one of the most nerve-wracking places in the game, where a lot of people choke their PB pace runs. And it does look like Dwarf did gold. Dwarf getting lackey bounce but not staying on, and is trying to do the backup and is not having a good time. Dwarf going for reds as Gravy is finishing up reds. Gravy did get a very clean reds, so let's see if Dwarf can top that. And Dwarf also getting clean reds. Now it's time for tricky triangles. Looks like the triangles are a bit too tricky for Gravy. And Dwarf is going to be able to net some time. Dwarf around 6-7 seconds behind right now. And a clean final star from Gravy, getting a sub 47 Rainbow Ride, along with Dwarf also getting a sub 47 Rainbow Ride. Gravy is getting the Toad first, while Dwarf has opted not to. Having to wait through that cycle, though, is going to lose him a little bit of time. And a clean 100 coins from Dwarf. Now let's see if Gravy can also get a clean 100. Clean 100 coin from Gravy as well, except for that last coin. Did not like him too much. Dwarf going for a roll into the cage. Very fun star. Dwarf messing up moving TTC, probably not an ideal thing to mess up, especially going against a racer as good as Gravy. Hopefully Dwarf can redeem himself with moving TTC. Gravy also getting moving TTC. Oh, Dwarf screwing up the wall kick. That is not an ideal place to screw up. But both runners both have 2 stars left in TTC. Dwarf may look like he is behind. But he grabbed Toad first. Oh my gosh, and this is a Mario meltdown, folks. Gravy getting the weirdest bonk and not rolling out. And doing it again. And now we can see Dwarf going for reds. Gravy is getting the cage stop. As you can see, Dwarf does have that sexy reds movement. Now, hopefully we can see that sexy reds movement from Gravy as well. Very sexy reds from both players, and Dwarf is now ahead. Gravy playing it safe, and taking a bonk and dying. Second try left side from Dwarf. I think still saving time over the other strat. I'm not 100% sure. Dwarf into throws on 53 pace, I think, depending on what his throws are. Oh, Dwarf missing his first throw. Or his second throw, I guess. And hitting his third one, which is winning him this race. 54.02. And Gravy is on his third and final throw.
GG's to Dwarf. That was a good match between those runners. It was really close.
Definitely was.
So yeah, hello, we're here now.
I see that. I see that. I'm ready for your guys' comms. Sounds very interesting. And I'll be back for Smo, but I'll let you guys tell them who's up next, and then I'll head out.
All right. So, chat, listen. You got Eden8, me, and you got Sauce28, and we both know nothing about SMS, but we're gonna have Despin on the left for Team Luigi, and we're gonna have Remato on the right for Team Unclog the Mental Block, I believe. So yeah, it's gonna be really hype Sunshine race, because both these runners are like a minute apart, and there's a lot of stuff in Sunshine that can really determine the race. Like there's a lot of RNG values and stuff. So yeah, I think that there's gonna be a really hype match.
Yeah, I think SMS generally, out of the three games, is probably the run where you'll see the most like divergence from PBs because of RNG and stuff like that. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, and just as a disclaimer, me and Sauce28 do not usually watch Sunshine or play it or commentate it.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a rare experience.
I had like a brief stint of running SMS. I played it for like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna use as much of that as I can. But that was also like a year ago, so
Yeah.
it's faded slightly.
If you remember the last Sandbox race I commentated, I think it was Team Unclog the Mental Block and Team Pizza, I believe. And it was a really close race, and what happened was it was decided by looking at the individual times, and I think there was like 7 seconds between them. So that was a really close relay match.
Yeah, and then we'll have Odyssey after, which we also have two people that are pretty close in PB, about a minute between them, because Asakos has like a mid to low 101, and then Dr. KT has a mid 100, so
Yeah.
that should be interesting if we're still close out of SMS.
Yeah, because how many seconds were between them? 30 seconds-ish?
32 to 33 apparently, according to someone in chat.
Yeah, so that you can like easily like lose 30 seconds in like obviously because like Sunshine is 1 hour and like 14, 15, 16 minutes for these runners.
Yeah.
So you may like lose that amount of time. Obviously Despin's probably not wanting to lose that much time, where I think he's definitely wanting to like gain time or play on the same level as his PB. But if he does that, then Remato has to like kind of just play the same as his PB, which will be difficult because it is a difficult game. Like all the movement and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think SMS will definitely be a deciding factor in this race though, since we're pretty close out of SM64. So yeah, hopefully we get switched over in a second. I guess it doesn't matter that much for SMS because the first few minutes are just cutscenes anyway, besides a little bit of airstrip movement.
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah. What is this saying? Shout out?
I was gonna say what?
No. You have asked for shout out. You do not now get shout. I'm kidding. Follow the runners, guys.
Yeah, make sure you follow the runners. This stuff's really fun to watch.
Typing
Sure, we're
shout out
we're
again.
trying again.
Shout them out better. Follow Youngest Gravy and
Shout
shout outs to
Jazzy Choi. I have no idea who that is.
yeah, I have no clue.
I assume that's an SM64 runner of some sort.
I have no clue.
Ooh.
Who is this person, chat? Alright, chat. Hopefully we should be switching over and getting the Sunshine runners ready in a second. But in the meantime, chat, here's the eternal question. What's the best 3D Mario, everyone?
Oh lord, this is.
We're gonna start some debate in chat right now. None of them. Wow, 64.
Yeah, true. They all suck.
Wait,
I'll see. Ooh.
SMRPG. Does that count as a 3D Mario? Technically.
Yeah, technically 3D. Also, yeah, it looks like we're getting Deathspin's gameplay up here. Already 6 minutes in.
On the bright sides, all we've missed is the Sunshine cutscene.
Yeah, exactly.
Who needs the lore, chat? Am I right?
Actually, it's perfect. We skipped like the entirety of Airstrip. We're now heading into Delfino Plaza.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes of Sunshine is a bit of an auto-scroller. Until you get to like Bianco 1, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we do have hacked file now for SMS, but I'm pretty sure we're not using it for the tournament because of compatibility. Because obviously some people will be playing on 3D All-Stars, and it'll be even harder to measure the difference between them with hacked file.
Yeah, they should have really just put a hacked file into 3D All-Stars. Alright, so this is where we're introduced to like the main villain of the game who framed Mario. We just say it's Shadow Mario, but I'm pretty sure it's just Bowser Jr. in disguise.
Yeah, it's Bowser Jr.
How does he even get a disguise that's like this good?
I think the law. There's a cutscene in Pinna 1. Where like it's related to Bowser Jr.'s mask, I'm pretty sure. Yes, no spoilers. We haven't seen the story before, chat. It's actually a casual playthrough, and also Dustbin going to be trying to do a trick here where they open up the M like that before Shadow Mario's pinned it on the wall, so that they can just jump straight into the level. It saves a very small amount of time, but it is a very small optimization.
Yo, so we're getting Ramato up on the right screen here. So yeah, looks like he's about to enter the PT fight. Whereas Despin is making his way over to PT now. I believe this fight is like kind of auto-scrolly.
Yeah.
In the speedrun.
Yeah, what you want to do, if I remember correctly, you want to go behind PE, or maybe to the left. I'm trying to think of how I did it. Yeah, if you go to the left of PE, I think Ramato actually messed up there, but PD wants to turn before he opens his mouth, so you basically just trigger him to turn around and then you can spray him straight away. like that. And yeah, that'll be the end of the fight for Amato.
I see. Yeah, I know that top runners usually get a 1x here on the Shine Fade Out.
Yeah, I don't know much about top level SMS.
Well, neither do I, but who hasn't seen Nindide play Sunshine at least once, am I right?
True.
And yeah. There's as much. Yes, devious. I can explain basic stuff like gelato beach skip.
Yeah, like I said, I ran for a very short time, but I did do GBS because it saves like 10 minutes. So, yeah, we're good. And you're Amato about to do the first secret stage of the game, which you don't have Flood for.
You really enjoy the flood stages, don't you?
I do. This is the only reason why I ran SMS. I really like the floodless stages, and I know a lot of people hate them, but I'm just kind of a masochist. Because yeah, I originally started by just doing Bianco 3 over and over again. And then I was like, maybe I should play the other hour of this game. I mean, yeah, that is true, Paravet.
Alright.
And yeah, we should be... I'm pretty sure you do Bianco 4, then it's Honey Skip. Oh no, it is Honey Skip after Bianco 3. So Honey Skip is where you will trigger the cutscene that reveals Rico Harbor. And at the same time as the cutscene starting, you will hop back into the Bianco end to have the cutscene play while you're entering the level. And it basically
that's not.
No, that's Travel Skip. Yeah, not Honey Skip. All right, wrong name. I know how it works.
Honey Skip's the one where you die at the same time.
Travel Skip, because what it does when the cutscene starts, it warps you in front of Rico Harbor. But if you enter the M, then it won't do that, and yeah, it basically skips the cutscene. So we'll see Ramata going for it here.
Yeah, if you're too early, you don't see this little cutscene and the shaky thing that happens, and then you have to kill the piranha plant, Well, not, it's not a piranha, it's a pollution piranha.
Yeah.
Because that happened in the race last time that I commented. I'm just gonna reference that race because it was a mess.
Is the game too loud? I could try and speak a little louder, or if I restream
I've turned it down on the commentary controls a bit.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to use that stuff. That's your problem.
No comment. Okay, we'll try this chat. All right, everyone. So I've already said this disclaimer again at the start, but I'll say it again. Me and Kyle are not experts. All right.
I mean, yeah, if that wasn't evidenced by the fact that I called Travel Skip Honey Skip.
Even I know that's not called Honey Skip.
It's fine, Devious, we'll get there.
So, yeah, I guess the worst thing about me is that I don't know which stages come first. I recognize the stages, but I don't know which stages they are.
Yeah, so Ramato's doing the PD fight now, which is Bianco 5. Yeah, Bianco 5 is the PD fight.
Okay. I know the PT fight.
Yeah,
because it's like a heavy reset point for a lot of people, since you can get good cycles and bad cycles.
Yeah, PD is basically the first point of RNG in the run, at least in terms of major RNG, because the cycle that P takes around this section is completely random. I think there's something like 800 combinations or something like that. I saw something on GitHub.
800? Really?
It might be, unless I'm being dumb, but I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of
that might
different
make
ones.
sense, because if you like have like a fast and a slow and a fast and a mid, like Phantom patterns in Super Metroid, but on a larger scale,
Yeah.
it makes sense that you'd have like a higher number of combinations, right?
Yeah.
That first one looks like a fast.
What are the PBs? Ramato has a 115 and Despin has a 116. I don't know the exact seconds.
I do. It's a 115.12 and a 116.22.
There you go. 744 patterns. So I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, only off by like 66. Hey, I can do
56.
that.
But yeah, there's points where PD will stop and there's points where PD will like come back down to ground level, and the ideal pattern is if PD goes to as little stops as possible.
Yeah. You basically want PT to like stop sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Smile. Because that is fast. Yeah.
I think
I think Ramato's RNG wasn't that awful though. That looked pretty okay.
yeah, I don't know what the maximum time save you can time loss that you can have from best to worst pattern. If one of the SMS runners in chat want to enlighten me about that.
It looks like, I don't know if it's just because Despin was behind at the start, but it looks like he's getting a slower RNG. No, he said it got pretty latency. Yeah, it seems pretty slow.
Half your life expectancy.
It reminds me of the tweet that we just saw just before we started commentating. It's speedrunning where you do a trick to save half a second but loses 3 years on your life expectancy.
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty rough to have like a really heavy reset point early into the game, especially back before hacked file existed. Like you get like 15 minutes into the run, you get a bad PD pattern, then you have to watch 5 minutes of cutscenes again. It sounds relatively painful.
Well, the difference between best and worst. Yeah, okay. I mean, losing a minute, like in one of the first few splits, is pretty terrible.
But yeah, after Bianco 5, we head on to Gelato Beach here. There is a route variation called German route where you do Bianco 6 along with the early Bianco stages. I think it loses a little bit amount of time, but what?
I'm just laughing because I literally told you about this before.
But yeah, Bianco 6 gets is kind of a hard stage, so it's nice to get it out of the way.
Look, it's the Gelato Beach skip. Well, yo, look at this.
But yeah.
Alright. So basically, I believe how it works is you get the coconut, and then you try to like clip it into the thing by like sliding Mario along. It looks really finicky, but like obviously over the years we've had some like setups. So yeah, Ramato, I think that was a first try, which isn't awful.
Yeah, basically you use the coconut to like clip yourself into the roof, and you go over the like grabbable roof, but you go under the actual roof itself. And you grab the 8th shrine of Gelato Beach, which then unlocks the 7th shrine, which means you can skip pretty much the entirety of Gelato Beach, and it saves about 10 minutes.
Alright, so Despin got a much faster clip there.
Yeah, Despin got it first try, so definitely will be saving some time there.
I like how it's just called Mama Beach in this like language of the game. It's just I don't know why it's funny. Oh, because Despin's doing Japanese.
Yeah, they're both playing on Japanese, which I believe is the fastest. Yeah, I think it goes from it's NTSC-J, then PAL, then NTSC-U. Because Japanese has some differences in shines. Because I think Italian is actually the fastest text, but Japanese loads Delfino Plaza slightly faster than the other versions. Or is Italian? Yeah, Japanese has faster loads for Delfino Plaza. And since you load it so many times throughout the run, I think Japanese is ever so slightly faster. And then NTSC-U is significantly slower than the other two options.
Alright, so Rata is doing this cool shine thingy where you have to like spray water on these thingies. Someone told me what they were called last time. Like
Chin Chompkins, I think. Or is that Odyssey? That might be a... Oh, they're called Chomplets.
My little Chin Chompkins.
Yeah, that's Madambrood from Odyssey. Yeah, they're called Chomplets, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Chomplet, that sounds right. Yeah, the shine thing. Yeah, Devious. I told you it was only gonna be the best kind of commentary. Alright.
Oh, Despin getting it right on the edge of the pond there. I don't know if the patterns of these chomplets are actually RNG.
I think there is a tiny bit of RNG involved, but you don't lose that much time to it.
Yeah. Damn, toxic Devious. We're trying our best, alright? And yeah, time for Piantissimo. Might see a little bit of freestyling from the runners here. It's kind of especially for speedrunners, Piantissimo is kind of a joke, because I guess as a casual player, yeah, you can see Ramar getting the blue coin. For a casual player, it might be a bit harder, but obviously when you've been playing the game for a significant amount of time, it's pretty easy to beat Piantissimo, and these shines are usually just pretty auto-scrollery.
But there's a speedrun within the speedrun.
It is. But it doesn't matter how much you beat Piantissimo by. As long as you beat him, you get the shine in the exact same amount of time. And Bianco 3. Ooh, is that... I'm pretty sure it's the, it's not a secret stage, but it's where the entire level is covered with lava, if I'm not mistaken. I think I always get Pianta 3 and 4 mixed up. I guess I'll find out in a couple seconds. But I think it's the lava stage. It is, yeah.
Any lavas and shit?
So what Ramato's going to do here is use the wind gusts to take damage, and then during the iframes, we'll jump across the lava to get to the platform, like that, which they can then use to get to the shine without having to go around. And yeah, it is a pretty quick shine.
Smile.
And yeah, we'll see Despin do the same thing here.
Only taking 1 damage like SF gamers.
Oh, Despin running past the flood. There we go. And then Pianta 4 is the chain chomp stage. I think the path that the chain chomp takes at the start of this level is random, but you can guide it because it will always run away from you.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of RNG in the paths that it takes, and there's some paths that are like obviously faster than other ones.
See, Ramato's gonna get the chain chomp to go over here, and then should try to get ahead of it in a second, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So it comes around here to force the chain chomp to take that corner, and then we'll spray it and get it into the hole to get the shine. Just like that.
doesn't seem too bad at all.
Yeah, I don't know which starting position is best, but it didn't look like Rimata got screwed over too badly.
Yeah, and Despin, Chain Chomp went left at the start instead of doing right, so got different RNG.
Yeah, I think Despin got a better better pattern here, I guess.
Yeah, I think that seems much faster than like going to the right.
And now it's time for Yoshi Skip.
Yay!
So yeah, since we got to Pianta at the start of the run, when you're actually meant to do it, I think Pianta Village is actually meant to be the last stage, at least playing the intended way. So we haven't unlocked Yoshi by this point. So what the runners are going to do to get into this section, which you would normally need Yoshi for, that was kind of flashy from Rimata. Damn.
You don't usually see that setup.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Well, we don't watch the game. What people usually do is the camera is definitely in a different place first of all. So you kind of click Mario through the platform, I believe. But yeah, I've not really seen people do it that way. Yeah, what Despin did.
Yeah, that looked like more the usual setup to me. And Rimata took a death there in the secret.
Yeah, this secret is also pretty bad RNG at a top level because, well, yeah, you can be thrown off the stage first of all, and you can also get the slow chuckster patterns.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's
really
still
bad.
called Rimmel cycle, but
yeah,
it saves about, is it 20 seconds? I think it's 20 seconds if the chuckster stops enough so that it's still turning the first corner. When you get over to it, you can get thrown over to the final section significantly faster, but neither runners got lucky here, so they're just gonna have to wait for it to come back around.
Yeah, they've both gotten pretty bad RNG here. It looks like Despin's the first one to get chucked.
And yeah, Despin actually taking the lead.
Chucksters kind of chucksters chuck. I'm not funny.
Despin took the lead there because of Rimata's death in the secret.
Alright, yeah. So pretty interesting for Team Luigi right now. Because like I said, all they needed was 30 seconds to catch up.
Also, yeah, this is also a good point from Gravy. Since Despin started Sunshine after Rimata, you actually notice that Despin's timer is about a minute ahead, so Despin's lead is actually way more magnified than it looks like. Actually about a minute ahead rather than the 10 seconds between the game feeds. Also, yeah, this stage is one of the more common ones to IL because of its IGT, which has probably led it to being more optimized over the years. But yeah.
Yeah. Spraying these little, I guess, quote-unquote chucksters again. I don't know what they're actually called. I've seen a lot of people get just over 2 minutes in spraying all of these.
Yeah, I think the fastest time for doing it is somewhere in the high 2-1x range. At least from what I remember from Trey's video on it.
Despin says, "No one watch me."
Yeah, I don't think Despin was as satisfied with that Pianta 6. And yeah, now we're on to Shadow Mario, and then we'll be on to... Is it? Yeah, it'll be Pinna. Oh, is it? Yeah, it's Pinna after Pianta. Took me a minute.
Alright. So... What's your favorite thing about Shadow Mario? Supposed to me?
When he doesn't spend a minute running away from me. When I can't do the quick kill because I'm bad at the game.
Yeah. Shadow Mario quick kills. There's quite a few of them in the game actually. Like in most games, like you only have like one boss or something that you can quick kill.
Yeah.
But in this game, you kind of just have to try to do the same thing over and over.
I think the way that the Shadow Mario quick kill works, I could be completely wrong about this, but I think you do a spam spray at a... Oh yeah, I should probably say this after Honey Skip.
Yeah. You see,
So.
this is Honey Skip.
Yeah. Not travel skip. Yeah, what you want to do here is die on the same frame you enter the cutscene, and it'll skip it.
Yeah, some pretty fast setups here. Both dying at almost the same time.
Yeah, I'm both getting it.
So Kyle, Shadow Mario.
Yeah, so I think the way that the quick kill works is that you do a spam spray during a certain part of Mario's rollout animation, and it will like concentrate all of the water right into Shadow Mario's face and does enough damage to kill him instantly. At least that's my understanding of how it works.
I see.
And yeah, going straight into the park here. And then also, do you want to explain the cutscene, Skip?
I don't think I could do a very convincing job. I know that you can like do like pinner skip in like pinner 4, I think, and you have like the weird bug things.
Yeah, that's EYG.
That'll be coming up after this, so yeah.
Yeah, so basically what the runners did at the start of this stage was as they were entering the cutscene for the boss fight, they clicked exit area. And if you attempt to exit area as you're entering the cutscene, it will skip the cutscene. And it actually only works for this shine, as far as I'm aware. You can't do it anywhere else in the game. And also you'll see it again here. That was really well synced. But yeah, if you... It also works at the end of the stage. So if you exit area as the boss death cutscene plays, you will also skip the cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah, that like the fight in the stage where you like shoot the rockets. You can miss some of those, but both of them did it really nicely.
Yeah, those were really good.
Like, I believe you can use like 2 rockets, I think, or something. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Like 2 cycles. I don't know. Why am I saying this? I do not know.
I know that for a long time, they didn't know how to shoot rockets in a straight line because there's some weird movement to do it. Also, Despin getting mole skip first try. You jump as the mole is about to close the like the little top of the turret, and you'll get him without having to bother throwing the bombs in the mole's face.
Yeah, there's a lot of skips in this game. Like, oh no!
Yeah, Remato.
No. No, that's bad. But yeah, there's just a lot of skips in this speedrun, where runners skip like cutscenes or like skipping some like bit of movement or whatever, or like in some cases just full on skipping like stages.
And yeah, Remato opting to get a 1-up there, because in SMS, after every shine, it will prompt you to save if you have a memory card in. So the optimal way to play the game is to not have a memory card, and obviously if you die and you haven't saved, you'll lose all of your progress. So I think especially in races like this, it's important to make sure that you don't game over.
Yeah. A race safety is always good.
Yeah. And this will be purples, red coins. Too much Odyssey.
Yeah, I don't think there's even any purple coins in this game, it's just blue coins.
Yeah.
Which brings the question, why did they put blue coins in this game and not purple coins? Or like, why didn't they put blue coins in the other games?
I don't know, maybe they just felt like switching it up. Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, but Galaxy and SMO both have purple coins.
Yeah. I don't know. Nintendo make interesting decisions sometimes.
When's the 3D Luigi game?
True.
Could you imagine the next 3D Mario? Like, Mario just gets kidnapped and you have to play as Luigi the entire time. Instead of rescuing Peach, you rescue Mario. Maybe it can be called Mario is missing exclamation point.
I mean, isn't that like the whole concept of Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure, I have never played a Luigi's Mansion game, but I'm pretty sure you're saving Mario.
Is that what you do in Mario is missing?
I have no clue.
Alright, here you kill these turtle thingies and sunflowers appear after it somehow, I don't know. No shame here.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, these sunflowers are pretty spooky, to be honest.
Yeah, you want to get...
Horrifying they are. You laugh.
Oh, sunflowers, Sedge. Yeah, ideally you want to kill all of these. What are they? They're like turtles. You want to kill all of them in one go, so that all the sunflowers spawn in one whole cutscene.
I'm surprised that I can actually name 3 GameCube games, like Double Dash, the Legend of Zelda's Collector's Edition that I have that came with my Double Dash, and Sunshine. I'm pretty sure there was also Smash and Luigi's Mansion as well.
Yeah, Melee.
I have no idea what else is on the GameCube.
Yeah, I'm too young to have owned a GameCube, so...
Isn't Simpsons Hit and Run on the GameCube?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I managed to remember Sunshine, let's go. Too old for the comms. I'm 21 soon, leave me alone.
Too young to have owned a GameCube? I'm 17, so SMS came out before I was born. So, go figure.
We had a GameCube and GameCube games, but we didn't have a lot of GameCube games. Like I said, I think we only really had Sunshine, maybe Smash, and the Legend of Zelda thingy-majig.
Yeah, also we're completely looking UIG here.
It's an easy trick. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
We don't need to explain it.
I don't know, I don't feel like I can do it justice, because I think this is one of the few tricks in the game that I don't understand too well. Basically, you want to lure the stews into the...
You clip into the thing using the platform, then you turn the other thing into a platform, and then you skip the thing. That's how I explain it.
You know, that works. We'll go with that.
Twilight Princess was on the GameCube? I have it for Wii. Did I get
I was gonna
scammed?
say, wasn't Twilight Princess on the Wii?
I mean, maybe it was both, because Wii has backwards compatibility. It was both consoles. I see. Like Breath of the Wild. Alright, okay. Anyway, I didn't really commentate this because we were too busy arguing about GameCube games. But this floodless stage always spooks me out with the moving cubes.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you don't make a mistake, otherwise you'll end up off cycle. And yeah, then the last section has some kind of weird wall kicks up to the shine. But yeah, now we just have pin at 7, and we'll be on to Rico.
Sorry, I know this has nothing to do with the commentary, but that's really interesting. Why would you like make Link right-handed just by flipping him? Like, that's weird. Like, I don't think anyone cares if you play a character that's right or left-handed, you know? Anyway, back to the video game.
Well, see, I think Despin's gonna be do something interesting here. You can actually enter Rico from the bottom, of the, like under the boardwalk, and you'll warp up. Yeah, I guess it makes sense because the game has motion controls, so they want it to be like.
Yeah, I guess it would have motion controls on the Wii.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I guess as long as there's a left-handed option as well, then I'm not opposed to it. Also, yeah, that's been doing one of these quick squid kills. There's quite a few of these moments in the game. Like, there seems to be a lot of squids around that you can just quick kill.
Yeah, there's 2 of these Goopa Bloopa fights in Rico. I don't actually know how you want to like. I think spam spray to stun, and then you want to go straight to the middle and grab. Or maybe no, it isn't a spam spray.
Hold on.
Will doesn't like lefties. Sedge, no respect for left-handed people out here. SMH. Also, yeah, both runners doing the Goopa Bloopa fight just fine.
Alright. On the topic of left-handedness, did anyone else's school have like left-handed scissors, but there was only like 2 per class?
Yeah, we had those.
Like, we need some lefty love, to be honest. Love for people who are left-handed.
I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I actually eat the wrong way around.
Yeah, my brother does that.
Yeah, I eat like a lefty.
Sorry, I play guitar with my left hand.
Oh yeah, you do.
Sorry guys, this is off topic. Alright, so Despin's gonna do the blooper race thing that we can just kind of cheat here. I think he kind of just run around with Mario completing the checkpoints, so so that Nintendo doesn't completely think that you're cheating the game.
Yeah, you just have to make sure that you go to specific points along the race, and then it's faster to do by just sliding along the top.
And left-handed scissors cost twice. What is this?
Cancel the relay stream, this is now just chatting. Yeah, this is one of the downsides of couples commentary, we just get off topic.
No, it's not the couple's commentary, it's the fact that none of us know anything about something.
I mean, yeah, this is also true, along with a lack of SMS knowledge generally from the both of us.
Call of Duty commentary. And I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, I promise we'll be more on topic when we get to SMO.
We baited. Yeah, exactly. It's chat's fault. I mean, I think the conversation of left versus right-handedness is interesting, but it has no relation to Super Mario Odyssey whatsoever. Super Mario Sunshine.
I want to see Beyblade here from Ramato. That's actually a strat. It's called Beyblade. You do like a spin jump off of the edge of the boat. Like that. See? Yes, the mess runners will back me up.
Yeah, no one, Egumon. No one the strat is called Beyblade.
It's called Beyblade.
Sure it is.
Also, it's time for the secret.
Yo, I like The Secret.
I imagine a lot of SMS runners don't like The Secret. I think this is probably one of the more hated ones.
You see, this is the one that I only know about because I know it's the cycles. Like, you got blue cycle and green cycle and stuff, and it depends on how fast you are.
I think that's Nookie 6.
No, I'm pretty sure it's this one.
Is it?
I think so.
Where are the SMS runners?
I think it's this last one here. Look, it's green cycle, see?
But, I both think it's both? Alright, we both win.
No.
I'm
I
going to
haven't
take a
watched
draw on this one.
SMS in too long. I wouldn't be surprised if this show is copyrighted. So no one's confirming it's called. No, okay, ignore that message.
Love it, thank you, Quacken. I told you.
Yeah, the music in Secret Levels is so good. I really wish it was like in Odyssey or something.
I think there's actually another Beyblade strat here for Rico 5. What's wrong?
Oh no. Okay. Here's another squid fight. You know, you just kinda pull the squid's mouth, I guess.
Yeah, I think this one is actually like functionally indistinguishable from Rico 1. I think they work the exact same.
You guys missed my epic strat. Was it called Beyblade Dustbin? Because we did not miss it if it was called Beyblade.
We didn't miss any of the Beyblades, Dustbin, trust me.
I don't know what a good strat looks like.
No, I imagine.
Casual strat.
Yeah, Dustbin probably did some fancy stuff in Rico Fall that we didn't notice. Too much casual in terms of SMS.
But yeah, as the chat is pointing out, this relay race is pretty close. The match after this one will probably help a lot because actually it will help Team Luigi get even more ahead if they play in respective to their PBs. Because we've got Dr. KT for Team Luigi and Asakos for Unclog the Mental Block. And the PBs are about a minute apart. So yeah, Asakos will have to play pretty well. Or something unfortunate will have to happen to Despin. And there is still quite a lot of this game left, like in terms of RNG and content. Like we still haven't seen King Boo yet.
Yeah, King Boo will be in Serena.
There's a lot of differences to be made up.
Yeah, we're also.
Sorry, I just want to say, not that I want Despin to lose. I'm just saying there's a lot that can still happen.
No, I was just going to mention that this is probably my least favorite shine while running SMS. If you hit a single wall, you die. The shine resets. And these bloopers don't control very nice.
Yeah, you can hack it up right at the end, can't you? Like, so it's pretty bad.
Yeah, jumping onto the final platform can even mess up the entire shine sometimes. You gotta do the whole thing again. But thankfully that didn't happen. We're on to Rico 7.
909 Rico, is that good?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna say it's pretty good. Good job, Despin.
Let me go find my SMS splits with my 20-minute Rico.
Yo, let's go. It's kind of good. Yo, let's go, Despin. PodChamp, GG on the 909 Rico.
I don't know what the comparison is on Despin splits. I think it's like plus 30. It's too hard to see on the Discord overlay.
Yeah, I think it's PB.
And yeah, we'll see the end half of Bianco here. Just 6 and 7.
I think best Rico ever is a 959. Wow, yeah, Pog. That's like getting a
If you say 220
mind. No, I was gonna say that, and that's like getting a 211 lost, and then I realised that can be really taken in the wrong way. So.
I mean, my goal's a 210, so.
Yeah. No, it's only just a 211 lost SMH.
Back to SMS. Yeah, so Despin heading into the secret now. This one can be a bit weird, especially if you look away while you're on the block.
Listen, chat, I can misread, but yeah, this block sucks sometimes. Yo, life up, PodChimp.
Yeah, I died once trying to get that one up. Never again.
Sounds like a you problem, but yeah.
Yeah, the last section shouldn't cause any heartbreaks. Yeah, there we go.
No commentary cursing. Okay.
Yeah, I should have waited for Amato to finish.
Oh my god. Murato, please. Stop No, stop it, Murato. Stop it. It's not worth the spike points.
And yeah, opting to not do the wide turn wall kick there, because you might end up propelling yourself off the edge of the stage. Getting a little bit stumped by the cycles here. Opting to wait. But yeah, just finish the shine just fine. And then just the Shadow Mario kill, and then we'll be on to Serena.
Well, I can imagine like someone calling their kid Serena.
So that's not a bad name. But yeah, Serena has probably the most RNG of the entire run, I would say. Yeah. Like, Serena 1 has RNG depending on how the meta breaks up. Serena 5 has RNG because of King Boo. I'm trying to think of any of the other stages. I think the rest are fine. Menta is 100% skill.
No RNG here.
Pepe love. Yeah, the sprites don't have a hitbox until they're on the ground for the Shadow Mario shine, so you can just do whatever you want for like 5 or so seconds. But yeah, we'll see how these Manta fights go.
I mean, it's easy, you just have to spray it, Smo.
And yeah, according to Gravy, Despin's about a minute ahead now into Serena. I assume that's counting for the like timer missync. Yeah. So when the meta breaks up, I don't know exactly why it's RNG, but I assume the direction that the smaller metas go in is RNG, and obviously the further they go away from you, the worse off you are. But there is a certain point once you've killed enough of them that they'll turn purple and start heading towards Mario. So you basically want to get into that stage as soon as possible so that they don't all run off. And yeah, you can see Despin's now in that section. So should be a relatively okay meta fight, yeah.
Yeah, Murate's also starting and getting the Manta as well. God, this thing's so annoying.
Yeah, it also destroys your fingers because you're spam spraying the entire time.
Yeah, but you have hand problems, so you can't speak for everyone.
This is true. And yeah, Renata doesn't seem to have gotten too screwed over by it. Fingers are overrated. I feel like after a while, you probably just build up a resistance to constantly spam spraying. Renata staring into the sunset, waiting for the shine to spawn.
Man, you really skip a lot in this run because I'm just thinking about the casino. Because you skip the entire like wall thingy where you like spray stuff onto the tiles so that they flip and stuff, and you just like nope, clip, and then you skip the entire like puzzle thing, and you just get a banana and clip to get the shine and stuff.
Yeah, the banana split. It is called that. This isn't just another meme strat name that I'm making up like Beyblade.
So you admit that Beyblade was made up?
No, Beyblade is an actual strat. But yeah, we have Serena 2 first. Actually a really clean entrance from Dustbin. This shine can be a little bit trivial sometimes, because at the end you have to do a momentum spin off of the turning block to get to the edge faster. Yeah, this is true, mind. We skip a lot of the content in Odyssey. Nobody calls it banana split. Damn. Feels bad, man.
In SMO's defense, right? You don't have to get story moons, alright? They're not a requirement.
This is true.
Whereas Sunshine is like, you see this shine that you have to get? Nope. Gelato beats shit.
How about I skip all 6 of them and just go straight to Shadow Mario?
Fivehead. No one calls it banana split? Thank you, Despin.
Listen, alright. Just let me have my fun.
Just call it, then you... Could you imagine if, like, runners actually start calling it that because some randomer commentated it on the SMS net? You know, I feel like a lot of the Odyssey names are gonna feel like we've made them up as well. Like Dino Skip, 2D Skip, Dram.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dram.
The fact that we call 90% of our strats Dram.
Oh, that was a pretty good banana split from Despin there, to be honest.
Messed it up once, but yeah, got the split on the second try. That was a tough banana.
How many skips are there in Odyssey? I believe we're on number 3.
Because we have DSS, 2DSS.
3 DSS.
Oh yeah, 3.
3 darker sides. No, 3 dark side skips.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a number 4 now. If anyone has any ideas, feel free.
4 mech bubble skip.
No. Imagine if we just called target acquired like format bubbles.
We're having too much fun with this.
True. No fun allowed in the commentary booth. Alright, here's a clip that I was referencing before, I think.
Yeah, Casino Skip. This one's more aptly named, I would say. And yeah, he just dives straight into the pipe. Into the secret.
Man, that seems free. Is it easy, chat?
It's not incredibly hard. I wouldn't say. If anything, the harder thing was getting a side flip off of that little edge for me.
Well, look, got red cycle.
Is there even red on this block?
It looked like red.
I think it's pink. And then we'll see when Ramato goes over to it.
Orange? No, that's definitely red. Yeah, see? Red cycle. Easy.
That's orange.
No, the other one was orange.
Peppo thing. Anyway, on to Serena 5. Probably the biggest case of it, it's red. Alright, you know, I'll concede.
Thank you, Beaches. I appreciate it.
Serena 5 is probably the biggest case of RNG in the run, I would say. Depending on how many... Although, actually, PE probably is. I'm lying. I guess it depends how many extras you get. I don't know if there's a limit to how many extra cycles you can get on a King Boo.
Maybe it's just like fishing and it can theoretically just go on forever.
Yeah, that would be painful.
How many King Boo extra cycles did you get? Infinite.
Oh, prediction side. Hold up. Gamba? Who are the
No one will get that meme, Kyle.
commentator strat names? I'm going all in. How many speed gaming points do I have?
I feel like this was meant to be a poll work rather than a prediction.
Nah, I'm throwing all 12,000 points into the pot.
Anyway, so the way that King Boo works is that you kind of hope that it gives you the fruit cycles, so then you can take a chili over and throw it into his mouth and absolutely dunk on him. Oh, we're predicting the outcome? Okay, and then I'll do all in. Oh, I need to make my chat window bigger.
Well, so yeah, you're guaranteed to get one extra cycle between each fruit cycle, but yeah, that's why they're called extra cycles, because it's on top of the two that you'll automatically
I've gone
get.
all in.
There's gonna be like no returns on this.
Yeah, whoever's voting the real shut names. I'm sorry.
There's a ratio of 114 return.
Anyway, how many extras have they both gotten? Have you been counting?
I have no idea. I've been looking at chat.
I feel like if there was no extra cycles, they would have finished by now.
Well, Despin just finished, so
No.
I think Despin will have only gotten one at worst. Got one extra? Okay.
Easy.
0 extras for both? I'm getting conflicting reports, but I'm gonna trust the person who's actually playing. I don't know, what are your chances of getting an extra cycle? Does anybody know the exact, like, chance? It's probably just 50-50 or something boring like that, right?
I don't know. I always thought it was like higher than that.
It's 50-50? Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess
Shut up.
on average you would get at least one extra.
Ramato got 0 extra. Well, my lad.
Ramato paid off King Boo. Listen, Ramato's gonna get back into this race
It's
somehow.
not 50-50. I'm getting conflicting.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, maybe you should have read the rest of the message. You either do or you don't. I feel like that.
Oh, I see.
given
Yeah.
it away.
Yeah, it's the joke of like, oh yeah, there's only 2 outcomes, so it's 50-50. 70-30? Is that 70 will? Oh, in favor of fruit, okay. So yeah, I guess on average you're in a good position.
I guess.
And yeah, I think Despin had a significantly harder time there with Serena 6. Took Ramato 9 less seconds to clear away all the goop. I think there are some differences depending on which version you're playing on. I think PAL is slightly nicer to you, because I think the Japanese version can have invisible goop that exists but you can't see. So if you think you've cleaned it all up and it hasn't finished, you just have to run around spam spraying to hope that you get the invisible bit that's still left, but I think usually it's not too bad.
Alright. Can I ask this stupid question?
Mm-hmm.
What do we have next?
This is just what stage? Nookie.
I guess I mean the stage.
Yeah.
I think Ramato got a slower Shadow Mario kill. Wait, are they even now? Or are they just doing them in a different order?
No, they're on the same shine. Like what you see is there, but the thing is, look at the timers. They're like 30 seconds off of each other. But Ramato definitely saved time in Serena there, because they were about a minute apart coming in, and they're like 30 seconds apart coming out.
I see.
But yeah, now it's time for Nookie Bay.
Actually, it's called Mare Bay. I only know one thing about Nookie, and that's the clip that you do with the little
The spring.
the spring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nookie too.
Hey.
Innate game knowledge. But yeah, for this. Oh, Despin. Oh my god.
Okay,
Almost went off the edge there. Yeah, that was kind of terrifying. So what you want to do here is you want to wait until the mole's thrown out 3 bombs so that you can throw them all at the same time, like Despin just did there.
Easy.
And wow, we are really synced here.
and actually frame died.
Not even close. Yeah, I wasn't even worried for a second. And yeah, now we'll see the spring clip in Nookie 2.
Pod.
Cause yeah, basically the spring PogChamp, I got like 2 extra channel points. Let's go.
I think I got like 400 profit or something.
Yeah, in reality, I got like 400.
Yeah, let's go. I got my 22,000 back.
Basically, the spring expands when you let go of it. So you jam yourself into the corner and then let go of the spring. And when it expands, it will push you into the wall. And then you can dive down into the shine room, at least as far as I understand it. I mean, because of timers, they're still about 30 seconds apart, Gravy.
Yeah, on a time attack scale, Despin's ahead, I think. And
Yeah.
then on an RTA side, then
Timers are adjusted to SM64 times. Oh, is it like actually synced?
like sync.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like are we synced right now?
Just let that sink in.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, we are really close at the moment. Actually, yeah. Ramato like literally 2 text boxes ahead of Despin.
Imagine losing time on text boxes. I've never seen that in Odyssey. Careful.
Smile.
This is the water bottle stage. I'm only mentioning it because apparently it's really hard in Hoverless.
Yeah, because you have to. I think if you did Hoverless, you'd basically get 1 try to grab all the coins. Although I guess there is like a thing where you can get boosted up to the top. But yeah, obviously hovering just allows you to adjust much easier during this shine, so not having it would be a significant detriment. And yeah, now it's time for Nookie 4, which is the it's an eel, right? Yeah, it's the eel fight. Which I think doesn't have any RNG, but there's some relatively like complex strats to it in terms of which teeth you want to wash off on each like cycle. And there's also a strat. Oh, gone.
I was just gonna say you can get hacked by the eel.
Yeah. But yeah, these runners should know how to deal with it. There's also a strat at the end where if you're either blinking red or you're lucky enough to take damage on the frame the cutscene's meant to start, you'll skip it. And the shine will just spawn, so they'll also be intentionally taking damage at some points in this fight as well, in order to get that.
5 head.
But yeah, there is also like 20 seconds that you spend just sat waiting at the start of this fight so that you float down. And you can see the position that Ramato actually started at was pretty specific, because the hovering that he did to keep himself up above the eel actually cleaned off one of the teeth when the mouth first opened up. And also, yeah, you'll see the players going into like the lip of the eel here, so that they can clean off the tooth when the eel's mouth is actually meant to be closed. Yeah, I think Death's been having a little bit of trouble there, and also doesn't get the cutscene skip, which I think Ramato did. So yeah, Ramato will be saving a little bit of time there. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, this is pretty close. Yeah, you don't, because there's not very much left in this run, you don't really want to be losing time. So yeah, a bit unfortunate for Despin now.
How much longer is left of the run? Not incredibly long. There's like a couple more shines and then there's Corona. It's probably like 10 minutes. If anything, yeah, less than that.
Yeah, because if you think their PBs would be like done in the next 4 or 5 minutes.
And yeah, now we have a Piantissimo shine. Ramato like 10 seconds ahead now. Yeah, that cutscene skip definitely did a lot to give Ramato a lead, for sure. And yeah, again, we'll see a little bit more of the runners having fun while they wait for Piantissimo to get to the end.
Yeah, this is pretty Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, these shines are pretty boring. There we go. Piantissimo has arrived.
Oh,
And yeah, now we'll be doing Nookie 6, which I think a lot of people argue is the hardest secret in the game. I guess also because of the fact that it's at the end of the run, and you're usually on PB pace, so nerves are pretty high. But yeah, it's a pretty difficult secret stage. There's also a lot of funky strats.
I mean, you would think that like the hardest secret stages would come like naturally later on anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see Ramato climbing up to it here. Using the what would you even call those? Like the bungees?
The string.
I guess, yeah. And yeah, we'll see Ramato doing the secret here. So the cycles are based off Ramato pulling a little bit too far there. And yeah, Despin takes the lead now because of that.
Tight ropes. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh,
Despin dies too.
See, chat, this is why this secret is terrible.
Yeah, this is definitely the hardest secret in the game, as I said.
Okay. Yellow cycle, Kappa. No, green cycle. Blue cycle. Yellow cycle.
It's just every time that it switches over, the cycle changes.
Yeah. Red. Green.
Yeah. Ramato, ooh, that was kind of scary. But just get to the end of the shine. Alright, now that's over, on to Nookie 7. Nookie 7 can be a real pain if you mess up the quick kill, because Shadow Mario, like, gains on you pretty quick.
Yeah,
he flies up the stage.
I think Nookie 7 is probably one of the harder Shadow Marios to catch, I think.
Yeah.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah, Renata gets it. And we'll see Despin also gets it. Nice.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why does Shadow Mario get damaged by Mario's flood water but happily swims through the water normally?
Maybe it's the pressure, you know?
Yeah.
So it's actually still a really close race, despite us being like 2 hours in at this point. Because SM64 was pretty close, and SMS, if anything, has made it even closer. Despite it being the run that is probably the most likely to, I guess, see a divergence in.
Alright. We're getting some spooky parts now. Monka S.
Yeah, the movement for Fast Corona is pretty spooky.
I'd say it's just scary because, like, I know people have, like, lost runs to this final stage.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty precise when you, like, spin and spray the water and stuff. Because obviously you kind of have to do this platforming as well. And you also have to drive the boat.
Yeah, the boat controls awfully. Roboto actually showing some very good control of the boat there, along with Despin. I think after a while it becomes a little bit less of a pain, but especially when starting out, it's really hard to control it. And we'll see rocket storage here from both the runners.
This is so close.
Yeah, it's like within seconds of each other. Even if somebody gets gooped in this fight, then the other person will probably take the lead out of SMS.
I think not.
Yeah. There's still quite a bit of RNG here.
Don't you ever give up.
And yeah, obviously there is also the potential to die on this stage if you get gooped hard enough to the point where you get knocked off the stage. But we'll hope that that doesn't happen.
They both went different ways around the thing as well. Like, this one went left and the went right. Which is interesting.
I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, both runners heading up to their final platform here.
Yeah. Caution.
And that's time for Amato. And
Wow.
time for Despin.
That's like 1 second difference.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Alright. So the good news is me and Sauce28 know Super Mario Odyssey chat, so you won't get any more bad commentary. GG's to the runners. We'll probably get the Odyssey streamers up in a second.
Yeah, it looks like we're already starting on KT's stream, but yeah, we actually know what we're talking about for this game at least, so no more scuffed commentary, hopefully. And KT still has either, I'm not sure what color it is, it's somewhere between like red and purple, chroma keyed out, so the game looks really weird on KT's screen.
Yeah, so like in every Super Mario Odyssey speedrun, we start in the Cap Kingdom. It's a pretty straightforward kingdom, really, because it's basically like a tutorial level, and it's just basically teaching you basic Cappy mechanics. So yeah.
Yeah, nothing really too huge can happen in Cap. You'll see some vectoring here, where you turn the frog in midair, because if you turn in midair in this game, you go ever so slightly faster, because it combines both components of your speed. Yeah. We are really tied up heading into Odyssey. Apparently, according to Doge, the time difference is literally 0 seconds. Also, Dr. KT messing up left side here.
Yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but I'll say it again. These runners are about a minute apart, as Harkos with a 101.21?
22, I think.
22. And Dr. KT with a 100.31. So, and there is definitely time in Odyssey where you can, like, where you can gain and lose time very easily. So yeah, this is gonna be a really hype race to tie this one up for everyone.
Yeah.
Dr. KT having quite not really slow cap, but he messed up left side, and as Harkos kind of messed up the top of kill.
Yeah, relatively rough caps from the both of them, but nothing too serious yet. And yeah, we're freezing KT's stream here to sync them up so that you can actually see where they are in real time. Yeah, I think that was a 225 for us, Harkos. Yeah, 225.
A sauce cap, I see.
Alright, listen here. Listen, I feel like I have some bragging rights. I am better than one of the runners here, so I can't get punted too far into the ground in this race.
How much faster are you than us, Harkos?
2 seconds faster than us, Harkos.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, this is as close as it gets in a 3-hour-long relay race.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see KT's screen looks like a hellscape during the moon cutscenes because of the chroma key. It actually looks really cool.
I wonder what happens if you like chroma key out green. I wonder how many kingdoms will be affected by that.
Yeah, I wonder what would be like the most obstructive color. Probably green or something like that.
Alright, so both runners are gonna capture the dinosaur and do a trick called Dino Skip, where you kind of just position the dino to walk over this trampoline, and you can skip a 2D section and stuff.
Yeah, as Harkos captured the dino really early there and almost missed the platform. But yeah. Yeah, I think Luncheon was the thing that got affected the most by KT's chroma key. And we have no idea why it's chroma keyed. But yeah, there is actually a faster alternative to Dino Skip, which is what we were joking about with the DSS earlier, which is Dino Skip, where you can jump up the wall near the first story moon and get up to the top section of Cascade a little faster, but you have like a few pixels to land on, and it's really difficult, so you don't usually...
seconds.
Yeah, it does save a lot of time, but you usually don't see people going for it until like sub-hour, at least.
Yeah. Alright. So I think last time I commentated as Harkos, I was expecting him to do chestlet, but he didn't do it. So I think he's gonna do the cliff moon.
Yeah.
And I think KT does chestlet, but we'll see in like a second.
Nope, both opting to do cliff. Chest clip is kind of difficult for any percent because it saves less than a second and you have to do the fast setup, which is sometimes really finicky to get into position in time for, so you usually don't see people going for it. Again, kind of with DSS until the lower levels.
Chest loop has never caused any problems for anyone ever.
Mm-hmm. Not even Lucid. I'm sorry, Noah, I love you.
Do you?
Anyway, heading on to Sand.
So 2 seconds between them still.
Yeah, Sand's probably where you'll see the biggest divergence in times.
Well, at this level, I guess, because when you're at like a 100, 101 level, it's kind of hard to tell what strats someone would do. Like, we've got something called reverse jacksy that saves a second. We've also got like single bill, which also saves like less than a second, I think. So it's like you have options to save time in Sand, but usually you'd see these runners doing the same moons and stuff, which isn't the case if for like other runners, because there's just all kinds of ways to do Sand when you're just starting out. But yeah, we're gonna be just seeing the regular route here, and maybe some movement differentiation.
Yeah, and you also saw the reason why the runners set their timers on the date of their switch at the start of the run. You see that seed there? Normally it takes 20 minutes to grow, but because we set our clocks at the start of the run, it triggers daylight savings time 7 minutes after the run starts, which means that seed will grow instantly while we're inside the pipe. So when you come out, it's just a free moon to grab, and it saves about 10-15 seconds.
10.
Yeah.
You wish it saved 15.
I think we thought it'd save 15 originally, and I haven't asked since then because I just know it's fast, so I do it. I don't ask, it's just like, oh yeah, I should do this strat. And yeah, we'll see our first Dram strat coming up here. Aptly named due to the person who discovered it not wanting it to be named after them. So of course we named it after them. And then we went on to name like 10 other strats, some of them which aren't actually even functionally the same. Yeah, as the original Dram strat, we just felt like being mean. So yeah. Basically the premise of the Dram strat itself is to put Cappy near a capture target, grab a moon or something like that, and then warp back to the capture so that you're in a better position afterwards. So like there we used it to warp straight out of the alcove onto the upper section using the bullet bill.
Whilst Sauce was monologuing about Dram, Dr. KT set up single bill, which is fun.
And yeah, neither runner opting to do reverse jacksy, which is understandable.
I mean, some people find it easier. Like, I know Daw does reverse jacksy because he actually finds it easier. Dr. KT crashed the single bill, so it has to get a new one. So that's going to lose all the time saved from the single bill.
Yeah, crashed into the bush there. That bush next to the wall, even though it looks like it's one of those things that you should just be able to go straight through, it does have a hitbox. And if you swing that corner too wide, then you'll get screwed over by it. And yeah, heading over to the Oasis, which will be the last bit of sand. And we'll see an interesting strat, I think, from both of the runners here. Called single throw notes. I think it does good. I think in Lost the poison is chroma keyed out. And yeah, it looks pretty weird. Looks
no.
Oh, didn't get the speed. Got the notes, but not the speed. Let's have a look what KT does with it. No, gets speed in the opposite direction, so not a single throw notes from either of them.
Sedge. Oh. Okay. So Dr. KT losing a bit of time in sand overall.
Yeah.
Asarkos' sand was a bit more solid.
I love how even on the map screen the poison is chroma keyed out.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
I guess. It just looks funny.
The colour that it looks for. It's not intelligent, and it's like, oh, it's on the map. I'm not going to key it out because it's on the map.
Anyway, on to Lake.
Oh, dude, you don't know.
They're going to Lake. Bet. Waiting. There we go. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with going to Wooded first. If anything, it might be nicer for you because Wooded is usually considered to be the harder of the two kingdoms. But Yeah, we also have Lake Clip in Lake, so it's definitely not an easy kingdom either. And yeah, we'll see that in a second, after these first few moons.
Mod check, any late clippers in chat?
Yes.
Yeah, so late clip's pretty difficult. Sauce would probably explain it better than I can, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. So basically, you kind of throw Cappy in between the two walls, because for some reason in this game, when two walls meet, it's really dumb and stupid, and they have a weird hitbox. So you throw Cappy in through to the clip, and you roll Cappy into... No, you roll Mario into Cappy, and you ground pound on the bit of platform, and not bathtub, because that's bad, and you clip through the floor, and then you do some complicated movement and get the checkpoint, and you can walk back up. And it saves a lot of time.
Yeah, I think that's about it, yeah. You can also get fake clips sometimes where Cappy goes through the wall, but Mario refuses to, and you'll just roll away from it, which loses a bit of time, but neither of the runners got that, thankfully.
Yeah, both of them getting first tries. It's pretty good. You don't often see both runners getting it first try in a race.
Yeah, Kitty having a little bit of trouble spawning the pillar moon there, but it is fine. And then yeah, here's the final moon here. I assume neither of the runners will do the first person strat because it saves like 0.3.
I think it saves like 0.2 or...
It's... Or
Oh no!
Kitty probably... to be honest, after that point, if I'd have roll cancelled left, I would have just gone for it.
Yeah. So, Asakos is saving more time here.
Yeah, Asakos extending the lead here.
But yeah, after this is the Wooded Kingdom. Wooded Kingdom's pretty scary because I often cite it as like the one single biggest time loss that you can get just from like a single trick or like strat. Because you have Nut Clip, which is basically a moon clip to get through the wall. And then you kind of do some out of bounds movement, and you basically save like 30 seconds because it means you don't have to do warp route, and it means that you don't have to get the story moon either. So doing Nut Clip's really good, and usually in a race, if one person gets it and the other person misses it, it's really difficult to come back from.
Yeah, it used to be a little bit more decisive before we found what we call the intermediate route now, which can also be used as a backup for Nut Clip, because Nut Clip used to save 40 seconds, but after that route was found, it's only a 20-second time save over the next available route. So it's not as bad as it used to be, but it will still give a significant lead to the other person if someone misses it.
Yeah. Wooded's pretty cool though. Dr. Katie bunking after that Shirani bouncer. Oh, I thought he nearly bumped again with that delayed dive, but
yeah, that was close. And you'll see Asakos attempting Nut Clip here. That gets it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
the angle was slightly off.
A bit weird.
Yeah, the angle was weird, but you got the clip.
Okay, Asakos. No, don't. No.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
don't backflip back into bounds. Oh, this might be a right warp here. Okay, we're fine. Oh, KT missing Nut Clip.
Oh no. This is really bad.
At least he knows the backup. We're gonna see the intermediate route here that I was talking about, because you can jump into this little point in the wall here that has floor collision for some weird reason, and then get up to where you would after doing the clip.
It is floor collision for the same reason that the DSS wall does. Smile.
Yeah.
It doesn't look that bad now on the screens because he did do it quite quickly. But yeah, he's gonna have to get the story moon. And you have to wait through the cutscene.
Yeah, basically from the nutclip route to the intermediate route, it's just one moon change. But since that one moon change is a story moon on the intermediate route, you also have the cutscenes that come with it. So it's a little bit more significant than it might seem at first glance. Because yeah, Katie's gone.
I was gonna say, as Harkos gets better movement here, because he's currently doing something we call FRS, which stands for Flower Road Skip. And it's really simple the way that he just did it compared to how Katie has to now do it on the Story Moon. Since Katie has to do a spin palm roll cancel to get the speed to do the skip. Whereas as Harkos could do a long jump into a triple jump, and it's much more simpler to do it.
Yeah, I guess the one advantage of getting the story moon is that you now have a checkpoint here. So if you die on FRS, as Harkos would spawn right back at the start of the kingdom, whereas KT would just spawn right here. But neither of the runners died doing it, so yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I highly doubt that one of the runners will die from this point onwards.
Yeah, as Harkos also doing Spiritless here, which is his only option because he skipped the Piranha Plant. But yeah, saves a little bit of time, but is significantly harder to save time with over just fighting Spirit. But if you don't grab the Story Moon, then you can't do the fight. KT does have the option to fight Spirit, but I imagine he'll just do pipes.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do intermediate route because they don't like doing pipes. So yeah, but it is faster to do pipes because after the Spirit multi-moon you have to skip some cutscenes. So yeah.
Good pipes from us, Harkos.
Yeah, that was pretty solid.
And yeah, KT heading into pipes now. You'll see different strats for this room, because basically it doesn't matter what you do in the first section, as long as you get into the second part, which is basically after this first moon, at the same time, then you'll get the exact same result, regardless of what happens, because yeah, you want to be in... Ooh! Yeah, so because there's a bunch of fuzzies in this room, and this game is played on an iPad, input drops are pretty common. Especially in a room like this with a lot of enemies, so yeah, that's why KT didn't get his wall kick there and lost a lot of time.
Yeah, Harkos had a 1854 exit, I believe, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, that's really good. I think that might actually be ahead of my PB. Although my early game is awful, so... Yeah, it is. 4 seconds.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Dr. Katie, yeah, like I said, going to be like 35 seconds behind, which includes the stuff that happened in Sand, and also the nutclip miss. I should point out though, it's not all at a loss. Like as Harkos could definitely lose 30 seconds, but if he plays really well, then as Harkos could definitely PB this run.
Yeah, I was actually going to go check, but we got confirmation in chat that Harkos was actually 3 seconds ahead of his PB out of Wooded, so yeah, definitely an interesting run to look at the moment. Time for Lost. Lost has, in any percent, the highest amount of moons per minute. Like, it's the quickest kingdom for getting moons in a specific amount of time. But there is a lot of scary movement, and obviously you're always at risk of falling and into the poison and dying. So, definitely not an easy kingdom by any means.
Yeah. It's just runners make it look quite easy. Because you don't really see people reset that much to loss, but it does definitely happen.
Yeah, it's one of those kingdoms that's. I think it's more. It looks scary than it is scary from a runner point of view. Like, you are always very close to dying, but we usually have pretty decent control while playing it.
Anyway, we have the entirely lost.
Yeah, KT's screen. It looks like just one big oil rig with this chroma key on it. And also, yeah, the purple coins are just completely blacked out.
And was Harkless doing Stone Cage?
Yeah, interesting. I think he might have messed something up that stopped him from doing Cage Triple. Because yeah,
no, I think he usually does Stone Cage.
Yeah, I guess that might just be a choice if that's how it goes.
Yeah, Cage Triple optimally saves like 3 seconds, I believe, and it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's something like that.
But yeah, pretty easy loss. So Dr. KT taking the bonk there. That's always a weird place to bonk. Because it's a weird hitbox. And
yeah, Dr. KT also showing off Cage Triple there, which is the most optimal way to do this final section. And also doing the up throughout the bridge, yeah. That's kind of fancy.
I guess he might be feeling a bit behind after what happened in Mudded. So
yeah,
he's trying to make up for some stuff.
Yeah, this is definitely Azarkos' race to lose at the moment, considering he's the one on PB pace. So yeah, KT's gonna have to try and play as best he can to get back into this.
Yeah, we're entering Night Metro, which I always think is a bit scary, because I feel like there's a lot that can go wrong in like such a short space of time. Because even though like this portion of the run is like 3 minutes, it like I said, there's just a lot of stuff that's kind of going on, and also it's got the most RNG in any percent. With the Wiggler fight.
Ooh, KT bonking on the awning jump there. That's unfortunate. On the contrary, Azarkos had some really clean Night Metro movement.
Yeah, Dr. KT demonstrating why I think Night Metro is scary.
Yeah, I think Night Metro is definitely a kingdom that a lot of people sleep on in terms of, like, just general movement. Like, this starting section can be, like, surprisingly difficult at times.
Yeah, I think all of Night Metro is like when you first learn to speedrun this game, it's so hard. Like, I think you're right, people do take for granted for a lot of movement that we see people do.
Yeah. I'm just opening up Azarkos' PB on my other monitor so I can compare them to each other in real time. I'm being a pace pal as a commentator.
Weird, Jim.
And yeah, we'll see how Azarkos deals with the cycle here. Usually, chooses to shoot 4 of the fireballs. So the amount of fireballs that you shoot there, that the Wiggler like sends out, actually dictates how quickly the Wiggler stops after moving in the second phase. The more you shoot, the quicker the Wiggler stops. So I guess if you're more confident in your ability to aim, I think shooting 4 can actually be helpful, because it means that the Wiggler will stop faster, and if there's any that you missed out on, it's easier to, I guess, back it up when the Wiggler's at a standstill. But obviously, stopping the Wiggler also means that the Wiggler will enter the third phase quicker, So people usually opt to shoot 3.
Yeah, so I think Dr. Katie actually had a better pattern, but he didn't really deal with it well. Because as Harkos got the pattern where the wiggler loops over itself, and you don't really want that pattern, because when you shoot like one of the bomb thingies, I guess, and it's overlapping another bomb thing, then you can get hitboxed and like, you know, it's just a bad time. So you don't really want patterns where the wiggler loops over itself, just because it can make the fight more difficult.
Yeah, the hitboxes can be incredibly weird sometimes. Also, we just saw Azharkos do scoot clip, which is done. We obviously don't have face cams for the runners, but if you could see them, then you'd see them stick their arms out in front of them and turn the controller practically upside down at that point, because it's a hidden motion control with the scooter, that if you tilt your controller, the scooter tips ever so slightly further. And if you do that and then flick left as you get next to the moon, you'll grab it through the cage, and you don't have to grab the RC car and do it that way. It saves quite a bit of time. I think it's like 7 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, if you're really good at RC car, then obviously it will save less time.
And
Yeah,
we see those. Go.
I was just gonna say Dr. Katie's struggled a bit with his stoop clip.
Yeah, took a few tries there.
And as Harkos is gonna do bullet building, which these 3 moons, the slots and then the 2 moons in bullet building, replace musician moons, which are 2 story moons, and another extra moon that's next to a musician, and it's about optimally faster by like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's a lot of pain for not a lot of gain, but those 3 seconds can become very important at this level. Because
it's the instant capture as well, so we have to do the backup.
Yeah, had a bit of issues with the poles, because poles in this game are another place where physics cannot behave like they should. So this room is sometimes a little hard to navigate, and if you make a single mistake, then you miss the cycle, and you don't get the fast capture on the bullet bill, and that's it. That's all the time that whole section saves lost. Dr. Casey's seeming to have gotten a better start, so we'll see if he gets the insta capture here.
No, as Harkos bunking on the climb. I think we should just call the general thing Acrid Climb, even though the strat is called Acrid Climb. So it sounds cooler. Okay, that was really odd.
And also, yeah, Kitty demonstrated what a full bullet building looks like there with the correct cycle. And yeah, now they're both just finishing up the kingdom. It's usually relatively smooth sailing after bullet building. I'd say that the hardest part of Day Metro is definitely the first half. But yeah, you can still mess up on Dizzying Heights, which is this tower climb here. Because yeah, the Acrid Climb. I think KT did it correctly. Should be able to spin pound off here. Yeah, like that. That's what Acrid Climb is for, to make sure that you're like in the middle to spin pound off. I love how amused you are by Acrid Climb.
It's just we'll call it all Acrid Climbs, and then it's a commentator's strat name.
And yeah, should be heading on to snow now. Unless Azharkos wants to be mean to me and pick Seaside. Because I know he's listening to commentary.
I mean, it's actually really hard if one person picks Seaside and one person picks Snow, because you don't know who's ahead until they've completed both.
Okay, yeah, picked Snow. Yeah, at these parts in the game where you have a choice of 2, in some categories it matters, especially categories with post game, because we use the painting Yeah, thanks, Osakos. We use the painting to get between the kingdoms faster. So the routing of which painting takes you to which kingdom is actually dependent on which one you pick first when going through the game. So in some categories it matters. In any percent, the only time you lose is just clicking down once to select the other kingdom. Besides that, it's purely personal preference, but pretty much everybody just does it in order so that you can mash A through the menus.
Oh yeah. I kind of zoned out, so I don't know if you said this, but some people pick Seaside if they don't get the Metro hint art or the Cloud hint art, so they have the money for the Shop Moon in Snow.
Yeah, in theory, if you get enough coins by Metro that you don't have to grab the hint art, it would actually be quicker to go to Seaside first, because you get a decent amount of coins in Seaside. And even just like doing that singular ground pound after the Full Moon would probably lose like a second or two over that. But yeah, I don't think it's really anything that we've put into consideration especially since we do late clip now, which means we don't fight Rango, which is where you can also get a lot of coins in the run. You're pretty much never in a good position to do that.
I know that Heather used to do Seaside first and not get the hint art in Metro. But yeah, he also didn't do late clip.
Yeah. I think once you don't fight Rango anymore, there's pretty much no possibility of you getting enough coins. Because like you can see the runners would be on 25 and 30, well 41 now, if they were if they didn't get the hint art.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if Azharkos attempted it, but KT did attempt a moon clip there. Works the same as the one in Nut Clip, but it saves about a second here rather than 20. Just gets you to the loading zone quicker.
Yeah. I think Azharkos was kind of close for the wall, but it wasn't like he was trying to do the clip, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and KT is doing the spiny minute that Azharkos didn't do.
Yeah, if you leave a spiny to the end and then knock it over as you're heading over to the moon, it's ever so slightly faster. Also, as Harkos not doing Goomba Vectors, I want to see if KT does them.
You think he will?
I feel like at 100 level, you're usually pretty standardized to doing Goomba Vectors, but obviously in a race situation, it's kind of risky, especially when you're already behind.
How are you guys? I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. SMS was fun to commentate.
Not even though we knew nothing about it.
Yeah, I think that was the beauty of it. I'll see how KT didn't do Goomba Vectors. Understandable.
Alright, Azharkos is going up to like probably the single most hardest thing in like this route of any percent, which is Snowdrum. Snowdrum's pretty hard because you have to like vector Mario in such a way that you like, you know, that you don't die.
Yeah, it's a relatively specific set of inputs.
Yeah, it's like you save 15 seconds, but you lose 20 seconds per attempt over the normal, well, quote-unquote normal route.
And yeah, Sarkos gets it first try.
Yeah.
That didn't feel good. Yeah, it looked really close. I wasn't gonna mention it, but yeah, that was kind of scary. But I don't get much room to poke at other people's snowdrums because mine is terrifying.
I can't think of one person who hasn't said that your snowdrum looks awful.
Every time I'm like in snow, there'll be a new person that hasn't seen me do snowdrum before, and will just freak out in chat when I do it. But yeah.
Off on a vacation now. How is he still ahead of PB?
I don't think so. I think the mistakes in Metro might have decided. I can check actually. No, definitely not. PB's grabbing first moon right now.
Sedge.
And yeah, Asakos' PB also only loses 13 seconds to Sob from Metro to the end, so it's kind of like it's kind of like my PB. Me and Asakos are in a very similar boat at the moment, where our Sobs are like mid 100s and our PBs are low 101s. So we need to IL stuff. Yeah, I think the seaside moons are the ones that get affected the most by KT's chroma keying. Yeah, there you go. They're just black.
Collecting the void.
And yeah, apparently only 29 seconds between them now, according to Gravy, so... I think KT saved most of his time in Metro due to getting bullet building.
Yeah, but KT also messed up slots.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I think Asakos' snow might have been a bit bumpy as well. I'm a Hakos believer. I mean, Hakos is ahead at the moment. It's been a pretty solid run from him.
Yeah, Seaside overall is a pretty comfy kingdom. There's all kinds of minor optimizations. So there's kind of like invisible time save and stuff that can be hard to do. And there is a clip here, but it's probably one of the easiest clips in the run, which we're about to see. It's called the fish clip.
Yeah, it's one of the ones that we even recommend to people just learning the speed game, along with like Dino Skip and Moon Skip. It's pretty easy to do. You just have to put the fish on the edge and then move away from it, recapture, and you'll be able to get out of bounds by boosting. And yeah, as Edom... Oh.
No, you go, it's fine.
I know, I was just gonna say, like you were saying earlier, there's a lot of invisible time save in this kingdom, especially with the fish. Like, the tighter lines you take can be a pretty small optimization, but obviously the tighter your lines are, the more risk you have of bonking into walls, which obviously loses all the time that you saved by being optimal.
Anyway, I don't think we'll see any spiritless.
Yeah.
I really want to see a race with it in, because it's really something exciting to sort of show off to people who aren't like familiar with this game.
Did Tyron do it in his race?
Yeah, I did. But maybe people didn't watch the race.
True. But yeah, there are definitely limited times to see it. You can explain it if you want, but yeah, we won't get an example.
Yeah, basically, you can skip the spirit spot, the spirit fight, and that basically is a knock-on effect where like you can't do the cheese story moon and you can't do the multi-moon at the end. And also Podoboos don't appear, so there's all kinds of complicated movement and stuff. And overall it saves like 10 seconds, but it's really hard, but it's also something very cool to see.
Just looking at KT's screen. Has the same effect as in Lost, where it's all just... It looks like oil.
Because it is oil.
Yeah, to reiterate, KT is chroma keyed out. I think it's purple or something. It's either like red, purple, or pink in OBS. We have no idea why, but yeah, it makes some kingdoms look really weird. Yeah, Hako's heading into the sub-area here. Just grabbing the one moon and then leaving again. It's quick enough despite the loading zones to just quickly pop in and pop out.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, we had to do that moon on 1.0.
Yeah.
But I only mentioned it because I was like, oh, we have on the version of the game that we're on, we have pretty speedy loading zones now, so it's not really much of an issue to sort of go in and out.
Yeah, 1.3 didn't change the speed route. It just changed the fact that we don't do turnip clip anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it actually made luncheon slower.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though, because even if we had turnip clip, we couldn't get the moon in Spiritless. So I think Spiritless would still be worth in 1.0 over like doing turnip clip, I believe.
I can't remember how much it saved. Also, Atakos got screwed over there. That pillar is pretty synonymous with input drops, especially when trying to do a spin pound. So Atakos ended up just diving straight off the edge of the pillar there and took a bit of damage, but he had the foresight to grab the checkpoint before going over to the moon, so didn't have to worry about the health refill. So yeah, that was good thinking from Atakos.
I mean, that checkpoint's pretty straightforward to get.
Yeah.
Also doing Fox Room, which is usually okay, but I won't commentator's curse it, hopefully.
Yeah, it's probably the most like motion control heavy section of the game, because you're constantly doing up throws and spin throws and stuff.
I'm going to be jump hog.
Bit of a weird trick sometimes. Why is diving into captures fast? Yeah, I guess we never actually explained that. Obviously, if you dive towards a capture as it's capturing it, Mario has less time to travel to the capture, because it will wait until you go all the way into the capture before you can control it. So at times you'll notice like the player's just diving off into the void after throwing Cappy towards one of the forks. And that's not just to be risky, it's actually a time save. And yeah, just the final part of luncheon here. Shouldn't be anything too spooky. But the back mountain moon can be a little bit weird sometimes. Yeah, this has been a pretty solid luncheon for KT. And Asako's not getting the vault completely there, but does back it up with the triple jump, so it's fine.
Is it fine?
It is fine.
Yeah. Sarkos is about to show us the easiest multi-moon in the entire game.
Yeah.
It's so easy. I've never seen anyone like kill a run to this or like die here. It's
I
that
think
easy.
Your only risk here is jumping frame 1 when you land on the meat, because obviously since you can buffer inputs in this game, that's like a pretty real scenario that can happen. But yeah, I think it's literally just like you got to the end of the kingdom, have 3 moons. And yeah, that's luncheon done. Now we're heading off to Ruined. Why is KT's lava black? He's chroma keyed out purple. I'm deciding it's purple.
Are you?
I mean, I feel like if it was red, then Mario's like overalls would be completely black, but there's sometimes where the red shines through, so yeah, I think it's probably purple. And yeah, Ruined is pretty much like a 3-minute auto-scroller. There's not much interesting that happened, isn't it magenta? It could be magenta, because yeah, that is OBS's regular chroma key color. Maybe he just picked that and then decided, yeah, that's enough damage done. I won't bother trying to find a different color to get rid of. Or it could be that KT splits are purple. And he chroma keys it out.
Anyway, we're in the Ruin Kingdom. And the Ruin Kingdom is great, because I like just shout out everyone involved, because we literally do. So yeah, make sure. Am I lagging you?
Yeah, you are.
Nice. Okay, so just want to shout out all the runners who have participated in today's race. And just want everyone to follow them. So yeah, make sure everyone follows Gravy, Dwarf, Rumato, Despin, Dr. Katie, and Azharkos. It's been really, really close throughout, the last few hours. And if you want to see more content from them, then yeah, hit them up with a follow. Also shout outs to my co-commentators, Smile, Sauce28, and Devious DD. Been nice commentating.
And you should also follow Eden8. Yep.
And yeah, just shout outs to Doge for organising this relay race tournament. And yeah, thank you to SpeedGaming and all the volunteers who continue to make things like this happen. So yeah, I think that's everything.
Yeah,
Thanks,
shout outs to everyone.
Smile.
Good timing as well, because Osaka's just finished the fight.
I know, it always is timed nicely.
Yeah, and perfectly covers the allotted time.
How about shout outs to the chat as well? Why not?
Yeah, shout outs to chat.
Shout outs to the viewers of the stream.
Shout outs to everybody who corrected me every time I said something that was wrong during SMS.
Yeah, shout outs to everyone who sided with the commentators' strat names. Travel skip 3 times.
Alright, we don't need to talk about it. And yeah, now we're heading on to Bowser's, which is probably one of the harder kingdoms in the game. There's a lot of weird movement and some pretty precise tricks. So yeah, I think I think we could definitely see a change here in terms of the lead. Target acquired alone loses between 20 and 25 seconds, which I think is about the difference we have between the runners here, so...
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over. Because there's still potential to even lose minutes in Moon to a death.
Oh yeah, and Azharkos does a bird drum.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Which loses time over the optimal moon here.
Oh yeah, especially with that.
Okay, Azharkos is losing time.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit harder capture taken. It's going to be a little bit harder to distinguish the difference between the runners here because KT will not be grabbing this moon. In Bowser's, I would say have a choice, but I'm pretty sure crates is definitively faster between doing bird drum and doing crates. Most people do crates, but a lot of people are more comfortable with doing the bird drum. But yeah, just to clarify, KT is not as close to Azharkos as it seems here.
Yeah. I mean, technically they're a moon grab an animation apart.
Yeah, it's not a huge difference, and Azharkos did still lose some time after the bird drum, so KT got a bit of ground back.
No less shards. Shards is pretty Monka-esque sometimes because you can not grab that shard very well, and you can also bonk and the spinies damage you. Yeah, like what just happened to Dr. KT. That was not my badge chat. Okay, that wasn't a curse.
Runner's giving examples of what we're talking about so we don't sound insane.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Dr. KT's got to take a damage refill now. Well, that's sad because his shards weren't so bad.
Yeah. Now it's time for Bowser's Ram, which could see a significant time loss for either person. Oh, actually, Asako's opting not to do it. I don't know if Asakos does it generally, but yeah, Bowser's Ram saves a few seconds. I think Katie will definitely do it, so we'll get to see it here at least once. Yeah.
No, there are not any bananas in Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I don't think there's a single one actually. But yeah, there's Bowser's Ram from Katie, just grabbing the moon and then warping back.
People.
Oh, what is KT? Wait, does KT do Harriet?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Let's go, KT.
Yeah, KT has to win the race now.
Yeah. For the record, there is absolutely no difference besides my approval as to which brutal you do here.
Could you imagine if, like, you reject someone's run because they did topper first or something?
I think I, like, made a joke once about rejecting one of Mitch's records.
I mean, there's other reasons, like frame drop.
I mean, yeah, also when Mitch used to stream from his microwave, but, yeah, that's a different story.
His potato. Man, I missed the quality of Mitch's.
What? 4-3 unreadable splits, Mitch?
Yeah. I missed the old Mitch, pre-world record.
Feels strong, man. Anyway. KT actually missing the hat there. Has to now manually find it. And it doesn't seem to be having much luck doing so. Literally the last hat that he checked. I swear these hats are rigged when you miss it. Like, it feels like more often than not, people always end up getting it on the last hat that they hit.
I watched Mitch when you couldn't watch Mitch. Yeah, exactly. Alright, is Hatos not gonna do crates here? Or at least I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, so Asako's going to be saving a little bit of time in this split. Because although... so that's probably all the time save gone. But... yeah, Asako's won't...
He doesn't have to do the blind jump like KT does.
Yeah.
Coming out of crates.
I think that's the main reason why a lot of people opt to do bird jam, because blind jump's a little bit scary.
Yeah. Here we go, the blind jump.
Yeah, like that. It is a little bit spooky, because you can't turn your camera around for a second, hence we call it blind jump, because you have to like pick your angle without being able to see where you're gonna land.
Never knew that was a pretty speedy mech climb.
Yeah, Zakos doesn't do backflip, which loses a bit of time, but anything that isn't falling off is usually okay.
Yeah, falling off of mech is pretty bad. Oh, that was a speedy climb.
Yeah, that was big fast. I think, is this topper required? Okay, no, it's not. I thought KT was going all out there. That looked like. Also, Asako's going for TA. Gets it. Okay.
No. Easy. Wasn't even scared.
He looked really close, but it's fine. But yeah, Asako's maintaining his lead, at least for Bowser's, but Moon could still see everything change. There are, I'd say, there's probably one pretty big point in Moon where you can lose about a minute, and that's 2D skip. If you die, KT.
Okay. Well, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that really sucks, because I think even a death on 2D skip now for Asakos would still keep him in the lead. Because that's like...
Man.
At least 20 seconds.
Yeah, today hasn't been KT's day. Yeah, and even messing up the backup. Get up there, quick! No, now he has to wait a full phase again.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if you get up there, unless you can ground pound spew at mid phase, because you get kicked off too fast. even if you're up there at the start.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
KT really having some issues backing this up here. Just get it in the end though. There we go.
That's so much time lost.
Yeah, I think Asakos is going to have about a minute lead heading into Moon here. If anything more than that, actually. So 56-26 for Asakos. We'll see what KT's going to leave with. It's 103 from the Moon grabs. That's a 34. So what, a minute and 8 seconds between them?
Yeah, I don't like calling races, but yeah, this seems pretty bad.
This is definitely Asakos' risk to lose here. Like, I think even if Asakos dies in pillars by like falling down the meme hole or something, I think the only way KT gets like back into this is if Asakos gets invisibled, but that's a pretty easy thing to avoid. But yeah, we will not call anything yet.
What were those vectors?
Yeah, that was pretty far left.
A debomb vector that was.
Poor Debomb, dude. Just gets everything thrown at him. We have Debomb delay, Debomb vectors. And yeah, we'll see Moon Skip here. Usually a pretty consistent trick, but still potential to mess it up. Actually, probably the biggest singular time save in the entire run. Saves about 3 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 3.
5.
Optimally, it's 3.
5.
Have you seen the Moon Cave Orb record?
No,
It's like two and a half minutes.
but it's 5.
Alright, it's 5. Oh, Kitty? Yeah, that looks bad to me.
Okay. Well,
A little bit too much sauce there.
Sauce 28.
Yeah, had too much speed going up to the triple jump and ended up going too far off the edge. And then panicked a bit and died because of it. That really sucks.
Yeah.
That's probably like...
Oh, okay, and taking damage.
Yeah, that's like another 15, 20 for Asakos.
Yeah, it's just not been his race. Like, from like Sand onwards, it just seems like he's been making mistakes.
Yeah, this race has been really rough for KT, while at the same time Asakos has been playing incredibly well. Like, I think this is still like possibly even 101 pace for Asakos here.
Oh, and he messes up Dino Skip as well. There we go.
Yeah, this is definitely still in 101 pace for Asakos, so probably only going to be like 30 seconds off of his PB if there's no major mistakes at the end, so yeah, this was a really solid showing from him.
I didn't even see what escape he needed.
What, to get 101?
Yeah.
It's like a 221. It's more than doable.
Yeah, that's free.
Yeah, as long as there's no
I could
deaths.
get a 221.
Yeah, average escape exits around this level are usually like 2 minutes flat. So, yeah. Also, yeah, this final fight looks so weird on KT's screen. I think because the entire background is purple, everything just kind of disappears. Okay, yeah, Asakos.
We're like, yeah, Asakos can get 101, and then 2D Skip is like, bet.
Yeah, should be relatively... I'm not saying anything.
Yep. Okay, what? Pillars? Okay.
112 pillars, pulse chin.
And pillars.
Yeah. definitely more than doable here. Although, yeah, that's not going to early pillar. Those first two... Oh, first shot missed. Okay, yeah, we'll early pillar with an extra. I'm actually that bad to the point where I even think other people are failing it when they're getting it. Early pillar is not my forte.
Alright. Mario?
Yeah, finishing up for Osakos here. It should be about a mid 4x. I think it's like a 101.42. 43, I think, there. So yeah, only 21 seconds off of PB. So yeah, that was a really consistent run for Osakos. Actually, 20 seconds.
GG.
So yeah, GG's. That was very good.
Yeah, so looks like Team Unclog, the mental block, is also gonna win this entire set. And that's crazy because yeah, when they were ahead in Sunshine, and then no, they were ahead in 64, and then they were both obviously like tied coming into SMO. So really giving Team Luigi a run for the money there.
Yeah, I think this has probably been the closest race I've seen in this entire tournament so far. Okay. Katie almost jumped straight off the edge there, shooting the first pillar. That was kind of scary. Yeah.
I don't know whether or not if we're doing interviews.
Yeah, are we? I feel like they're kind of awkward for this because there's like 6 people that could be potentially brought in, but you know, I'll interview if we can interview. I guess it's up to the players themselves. Yeah, Kitty finishing up here with a 103.19. I mean, no, 103.16. Wrong math.
GG.
GG.
Yeah. Man. That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, that was good. That was really interesting.
Can't see the... No, that's fine. We can't interview KT due to language barriers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone from SM64 or SMS is interested though. I feel like I do a really bad job of SM64 because I kind of watched some of it and not all of it.
Yeah, I wasn't really watching either. We need to get Devious back in to interview the SM64 players. Dwarf is sleeping now, I think. Yeah, especially when you're trying to like get 6 people together for a live race. I think there's definitely some conflict of like time zones. So.
Not my
Oh, not at desk.
Is okay. Despin, Gravy. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're in setup pod. All right. No, Gravy left. Okay. Nope,
Oh,
he's
Gravy's back. Pulse check.
Okay. Yo, we got Devious back for the interviews. Let's go.
Hey, Dustman.
Hello.
What's up?
Good game to Team Ramato. They unclogged the mental block successfully for the second time.
They did indeed.
Good race from them.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm really
Pretty
proud
good.
of how we did. It was a good race. It was pretty sick tying them basically out of Sunshine. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with how we did.
I think Doge said there was literally a 0-second difference out of Sunshine, so
Yeah, it was crazy.
yeah. This was purely down to Odyssey.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess I'd just ask for your thoughts during your part of the race. Like, how did SMS feel for you?
It felt pretty good. Like, yeah, I mean, basically going into Serena, I was like potentially on PB pace, like if I played well. And then Nookie just kind of had some big mistakes, particularly in 4, missed the cutscene skip, and my 6 was pretty bad. So like, you know, aside from Nookie, the run was like pretty close to my PB. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, Dustin carried. Feel a little bad.
That's okay.
Man.
And yeah, I guess I'd ask Gravy the same question about SM64. How do you feel like that went for you?
Well, I mean, I've been having some like actual like 50 paced runs into like TTC and stuff like that. So getting a 54 kind of hurts my soul, especially the way that it happened. Like I was like a minute and a half ahead out of Womps, and then to die at the end of Dark World. And then,
dude, I thought you were splicing. You got a 12-5 slide, and like your Womps was perfect. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, that was literally
my teammate splicing. What's happening?
That was my second best Womps ever. And it was a race. And my other Womps in my first race was a 651. So like, I don't know why my Womps are correct in races, but yeah, just the Dark World death. And then when I got to SSL, I don't know why. I'm like really good at pillarless in practice, but then I'll get medium bomb like every single time in the races. So then I had to back it up with the shell, and then apparently you have to jump to the last pillar with the shell. I haven't done that that strat in months.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
you
that.
have to jump. I don't know.
I mean, I've never done pillars in my life, so
I just was in total shock when the shell just broke and I fell into the quicksand. So. But then I backed it up with Tomopless, so that was really weird.
And,
wow. And then just some overall slop. I mean, the dwarf had like an insane like upstairs and up into Tippy. I mean, he had like some slip ups in like TTC, but like overall, he really brought it back.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gravy was confirmed splicing until SSL. That's basically what happened.
The tunnel was part of the splice to throw them off.
Literally, the only two times I've had to use the shell in like the past like 5 months is these two races that I've done. Just the pillarless has not been working.
People getting a little too suspicious in the early game. Had to throw in some mistakes in there. Throw them off the scent.
Perfect.
The shell is scary.
That's what I told him to do.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I wasn't even scared of it. It just completely surprised me when it broke, and literally in the one place where you just die. Like there's no backing it up. So, but I guess the difference didn't make that much in the end.
Did Ramon get the invite? I'm curious what he thinks.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he wanted an interview or not. He wasn't in chat, so
fair enough. He had some unfortunate deaths in like Pianta 5 and Pinta 2. Oh, okay, interview skip. Yeah, I was just my early game lead was literally just he made 2 unfortunate mistakes, I guess. So he played really good otherwise.
Yeah, and also
it was a really fun race in Sunshine because obviously it just ended up being tied up at the end.
Oh yeah. For sure.
It was really crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. And yeah, just to end it off, a really strong showing from his Hakos for Odyssey. Like I said,
that's crazy. 20 seconds from his PB.
Yeah, 20 seconds off
nice.
PB. That's nuts.
But yeah, it was just fun all around. So yeah, thank you everyone in GG's again.
Thanks for commentary.
The mental block.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks for the race, guys. That was really interesting.
Alrighty, we'll see you later.
All right, peace.
Yep. See ya.
Bye.
At least they finally unclogged the mental block. That is all that matters.
It has been
unclogged. Going now. Goodbye.
Yeah, right, see you later. And yeah, I think that's us done for this race. That was really fun to watch. It was pretty much at the end of the day, only Odyssey really mattered. Because, yeah, it was quite literally tied up going into there. And then, yeah, it was a nice underdog story for us, Hakos. But, yeah, I think that wraps it up for us.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. There's quite a few more races today. I don't know how many are being restreamed, but there's quite a few at 3. There's one at 3:30. We're on at, like, 8, I think. So there's a lot of more Sandbox races today. So yeah, make sure to watch those. But yeah, goodbye for now, everyone. See you later.
Goodbye.